Good morning,
Your
everyone.
shirt. It's a nice color.
Thank you. Yesterday I wore the pink version. Today is the blue version. Maybe tomorrow will be the green version, but probably not. Tomorrow I work out after work. So I wear a t-shirt.
There's a gender reveal party somewhere in the in here.
Don't even say that. Hello, everyone. Not that I don't love having a kid, but, the thought of starting over. Welcome to another edition of the Disney Morning Show with myself, Doobie Mosley, and one of my best friends in all of Missouri, Kyle Burbank. How you doing today, Kyle?
I'm good. Dampened my spirits a little bit, but okay.
All of Missouri and the rest of the world. He's our executive editorial director. I am our co-founder and otherwise just backstage and pain in the butt guy. And we are going to talk to you about what's going on in the world of Disney and otherwise. And we're going to start today the way we start every single day that doesn't have. Even when there is breaking news, we still start with this. So the Disney stock price yesterday was at $114.28. It was up a bunch based on Kyle's astute economic acumen said it was because of good economic news. Let's see what it is today. Even higher, 115.61, up 1.66% on the day. The stock is rising. Buy now. That is my stock advice is when the stock is going up, clearly it's doing well. That's when you should buy. As it's going down, clearly it's doing poorly. That's when you should sell.
This is not financial advice.
It's not good. All right, in our top story today, we have a new attraction that is getting. That's not a bad marquee. That is getting Lightning Lane, and that is The Little Mermaid, a musical adventure. So it is going to be a lower tier Lightning Lane, which also includes Alien Swirling Saucers and Beauty and the Beast live on stage over at Disney's Hollywood Studios. You can start picking these.
There's a common theme between those three attractions.
They're not that great.
You can sit on your butt.
I shouldn't say that. Two of those are pretty great attractions. So you can start booking these on August 20th, available to start using on September 11th. This is really just you got to spread out the Lightning Lanes. Otherwise, they all get sold out, even the ones that aren't that necessary. We did see this show, just to give some idea of timing. We saw this show last Thursday, and we got there about 5 minutes before the show started, and that show was full, so we had to wait to see the next show, and they were doing it every half hour at that time during the day.
Wow. Destination D23 is coming up the end of this month, August 29th through the 31st, and we got a closer look at the full schedule for the event, some of the highlights or some of the things that'll happen. 3-part series on the 3 Caballeros. I don't know if they're doing one bird at a time.
Time out. What happened?
Why would I waste my time doing something if nobody likes it?
Okay. I didn't even notice.
Yeah. Exitencio, there'll be a panel on that. Dan Pavemeier and Swampy Marsh will be there doing a panel for that, for Phineas. Emperor's New Groove celebrating an anniversary. So, of course, that's getting featured. A Goofy movie also being highlighted. And then there's going to be a Disney Villains Icons of Evil panel that people are hoping for some villains news out of. But I wouldn't hold your breath on that, because as they told us forever ago, this year's panel or this year's event would be focused less on news and more on just deeper dives and subject matter panels. So they're staying true to that. There's not a big parks panel. We're not expecting a ton of announcements. There might be some little tidbits here and there, but yeah.
They've been as straightforward as they can be. People are going to be disappointed no matter what, but they've been as upfront as they can be. This is not about announcements. This is about just having fun with Disney, and I do anticipate there will be tons of that. All right, and after you've had all that fun, you're probably hungry.
I'm already hungry. I've been hungry all morning.
That's why they made breakfast.
It is, but
the food and wine Is that what it's called? Yes, the Food and Wine Classic, not to be confused with the Pigskin Classic. The Food and Wine Classic is coming to the Swan and Dolphin again in 2025. We've talked about it, but now we have some of the actual food that's going to be there. This is going to be November 14th and 15th on the very cool causeway that they have between the two resorts. If you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So let's look into some of these foods. Kyle, I'm just going to give quick highlights, and you can you play our thing?
Sure. Yeah, let me see. On this newly shuffled thing that that's the holiday one. Okay, just a second, getting closer. I think that means someone's gonna steal our revenue now, but oh well.
I was going to say my favorite part of that intro is you played it.
Yeah, I wish.
You could, right? You're capable of playing that.
I could recreate it on computers by actually playing the bass and manipulating it in the computer. Yeah.
Really? Okay. Just yes or no. Jane Gulf shrimp.
Probably not. I don't really like seafood all that much.
Corn ribs.
I didn't know corn had ribs.
Fried corn ribs tossed in spicy queso. I guess, is that just what they call corn on the cob now? Corn ribs?
Maybe they like shuck it like in one piece. I don't know. I would try it.
Okay. Blue crab. You don't like seafood. We've established this. Ricotta ricotta C word.
Ricotta C word. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta think before you speak.
Ricotta filling. Yeah, that is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Really?
That sounds fantastic.
Okay, it sounds fantastic to me. I probably would prefer it without the beef ragu, but that does sound
I think you probably would, yeah.
Ceviche, fried eggplant.
No.
Yeah, eggplant is one of the most overrated foods. A fried chicken slider. That's up Kyle's alley.
I would throw the pickles in the trash, and I would enjoy it.
Not even give them to a homeless person. Just throw them in the trash.
Well, if I see a homeless person hanging around the causeway of
please,
the
sir,
Dolphin,
please,
I guess
sir.
maybe.
Please, sir, may I have some more? No, these are not even worthy of you. They're going in the trash. Pork belly bow.
I'd probably have to do some adjusting, but yes, overall.
Wagyu beef cheek. Not just any part of the beef, the cheek.
I would give it a shot.
Okay. I'm going to stop right there. Kyle is a picky eater, as we know. And Rebecca points out, yes, it is when you sliced off the kernels. So you're eating what's left of the corn? That's disgusting. That's the part that's not meant to be eaten. I am so confused by that food. Your turn.
So anyway, that's a fancy thing if you want to go to. That's Mike Mac's favorite event of any. I don't know what the rules are, but he's a big fan.
You know if he's covering it for us again this year? I know he's.
I don't know.
I hope he is.
Disneyland, their Halloween half marathon weekend is coming up next month, September 4th through the 7th, and they've shown off some of the merchandise that will be available for that event. There'll be a virtual queue that they'll be using on the first day of the Run Disney merchandise shop, and you can join from up to 90 miles away from the Disneyland resort. So if you've got a long commute, go ahead.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So if you want this merchandise, gotta join a virtual queue.
90 miles, which in Southern California, that's
San Diego.
That's a 3-day trip. It's not like it's 90 minutes.
It could be, yeah. So I think the radius is San Diego to about Calabasas.
I know, and somewhere in the Pacific Ocean. I know. I want to join from a boat. That'd be cool. I know in the past.
I guess the other way. What? Probably like Cabazon.
You know SoCal very well. In the past, they've done virtual queues where you have to be in the park, and virtual queues where you don't have to be in the park. Have they ever done a virtual queue where you have to be in a certain radius of the park?
I haven't heard of it, but
I feel
it kind of makes sense, but it's also a little weird.
We need to crowdsource this, get some people out there. If you live somewhere in the 80 to 100 mile range from Disneyland, we want to know how accurate this is. So let's all find out. because that's just I have a feeling they're saying that, and it doesn't matter where you are. You can be anywhere in the Western Hemisphere. It's going to take you in.
Well, we'll find out. September 4th, we are going to put this to the or actually, I guess that's the weekend. Maybe it starts the day before. I'd have to look it up. Next month, we're testing this.
That is so funny. That is great. Okay. Princess Power. Yes, the new trailer for the Lego Disney Princess Special, which is coming to Disney Plus on August 25th, is out. We talked about this before. Lego Disney Princess Villains Unite. The villains are, let's see, I have this written down. Following their previous triumph over Gaston, Ariel, Moana, Tiana, Rapunzel, and Snow White, find themselves facing an even greater threat in Lego Disney Princess Villains Unite. I meant to be showing this because I don't want to copyright while I was talking, and I didn't, so I'll just have it up there now. This is another in the Lego Disney Plus stuff, which are absolutely hilarious. I watched this trailer, and the trailer alone is hilarious. There's no chance I'll actually watch the movie, but I still got some laughs from the trailer. So go check out the trailer and be smarter than me. Go watch the movie. My favorite line in the trailer was, "Let's bippity boppity do this," and they're like, we need a better tagline. So that's the kind of, if you find that funny, you want to go check this out.
Very nice. Well, Oogie Boogie Bash is coming back to the Disneyland Resort, and we got some updates, kind of some more details, returning favorites like Ernesto de la Cruz, a big favorite at this event. He sings songs. He looks fantastic.
Have you seen him in person?
Yes.
So cool.
It is very cool. We also got, of course, a look at some of the special treats that they'll be having, including the ube hot chocolate with vanilla vodka that will be available at the Cozy Cone Motel. I'm sure it's the next one. There you go. And then there's also going to be a sipper inspired by the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. And then there's also, of course, some other merchandise, which is just so loud.
It is loud. I guess that was the only merch picture we had here. But yeah, that is some loud. Wow, no one's going to lose you on Halloween.
Yeah, Dayglow, Tumble Monkey flavor.
And are you done?
Yes.
All right. And then for you minivan lovers, and I am one of them, there is now a new way for you to travel in style to the airport, but only if you're staying at a deluxe resort, and only if you're willing to pay the extra fee for a minivan. So you can now, that started today, take a minivan to Orlando Airport from one of Disney's deluxe resorts. I will show you the list here. So you do have to book these in advance from what this says, because I did try to go on the app just now and book it, and it was not available. So don't know what the price is, how much of a premium it is over a regular lift, but minivans are pretty cool. They're a very, very fun experience, and check it out. It says to book it, you actually call and book in advance. So
in 2025, you have to make a phone call to do instead of for a service that you normally hail on your phone with an app.
Because even the normal minivans that you book, you just use the Lyft app, and when you're at Disney and you're going to a Disney location, it just shows the minivan as another option, another type of car. But that's not the case here, at least not when I tried it this morning, and not according to the information that Disney put out. So there you go. But you can book them up to 60 days in advance. And again, this is only for travel to Walt Disney World. Hopefully they do this for travel
to the airport.
To the airport from Walt Disney World. Hopefully they do the reverse at some point, because that is a great way to arrive. You come out, you got minivan waiting for you to take you. That'd be so cool. Last Saturday, my wife was kind enough to drag me along with her as we went to see the Arizona Diamondbacks in beautiful Phoenix, Arizona, play the Colorado Rockies in Star Wars night. First time over at Chase Field. Oh, I got to tell a story. I know Rebecca's watching. Kyle told me yesterday why their mascot is a bobcat, so we'll make sure we tell that when we're done with this story. But the coolest part was there was a live recording of Never Tell Me the Odds, ESPN Star Wars podcast. That was not a Speako. ESPN does have a Star Wars podcast where three of their sports people talk about Star Wars. They are very passionate about it. Ardo, Clinton, and I feel like an idiot. I want to say Marty, but I think I'm wrong. Rebecca will correct me in a moment. So there's Rebecca hanging out with the three of them. But it was a very cool event. You got a bobblehead for Corbin Carroll, who hit a home run that day. How perfect was that? if you've never been to a Star Wars night at your local baseball stadium, go check it out. They're pretty fun. Ryan, thank you very much. The third person is Ryan. He is a NASCAR guy and a huge fan of Han Solo, including being a huge fan of the movie Solo. So take that into account. Gideon won a prize. He was able to answer a trivia question right there and win a prize. And then once the game started, Star Wars nights are very cool. Everything is Star Wars themed. The whole team introduction is given a Star Wars overlay. These are the in-stadium announcers. They were dressed for the part. The player cards where they give like the average and stuff. They dress them up in Star Wars costumes and and then they do the who do you look like, and they had a Palpatine and Chewbacca and stuff. Just a very fun event. If you're a fan of Star Wars, it's an excellent reason to go to a baseball game with a little bit of added entertainment on top. And I think Rebecca did a fantastic job with this write-up. So please go check that out. Kyle, why in the world are the Arizona Diamondbacks, which is a snake, why is their mascot a bobcat?
Well, why is the Philly Fanatic a thing? No, so before it was Chase Field, it was Bank One Ballpark. Bank One was a bank that Chase then bought. And so colloquially in Phoenix, we called the venue the Bob. And I guess the owner or someone associated, their son was like, oh, they should have a bobcat because it's the Bob. And so they were like, all right. So they made a bobcat for the mascot.
And then Chase bought Bank One, and it doesn't make any sense. It became
Chase Field, and it was right. It's been Chase Field ever since. Like, it's kind of crazy how long it stayed the same thing. Some venues change a lot. Other ones,
they stay. Nice ballpark. We saw it when it was 90 degrees in the dark, so the dome was closed. It has a retractable dome. The only other dome I've been to is the former Tropicana, which got destroyed, and it's a piece of garbage. But this is actually a really, really nice stadium, despite being indoors. I'd love to experience it outdoors sometime, but not in the middle of summer.
And I have a pro tip for all of you. Google now allows you to set your preferred sources. So if you do a Google search and scroll down to the top stories and you click this little button, you can choose what websites you want it to emphasize. So you can select Laughing Place.
Please do.
And yeah, please do. That's the moral of the story.
So I want to get this straight. You just go to Google.
Yeah.
You search anything.
I don't know exactly. In this case, you could search like Disney or something.
So probably search something which relates to us. And then I'm doing this right now. I have not done this, so I want to search Disney.
Do you see a top stories section?
No, so let me click.
Probably like Walt Disney World or something a little bit more specific.
Okay, Disney World. There's a top story section.
So click the little star.
I don't have a star. I'm very disappointed.
Oh no. But maybe you do. So maybe you're special. Maybe this is something they're rolling out. They just put out a blog post about it yesterday. So
yeah, I'm guessing they're rolling this out. So check it out. Please try it. Sorry, I just realized something.
I shouldn't have distracted Doobie. This is all my fault.
I'm going to do it one more time, and then I'm going to move on.
Okay.
There's top stories. There's the star. All right. So all I did was search Disney
Laughing Place.
All I did was search Disney World. Click the star right next to where it says top stories, and then select Laughing Place and reload results even. And cool. I love that. Look at all those Laughing Place stories. Do that, please. I'm sure it not only helps you get the best news source, but it probably tells Google, who are some good sources, and has tentacles all over the place. Thank you for discovering and sharing that. We may share that again later in the week. I like that a lot.
And the rest.
And the rest. King of the Hill recently debuted its 14th season on Hulu and is apparently doing quite well. 4.4 million views around the world during its first week of release. That makes it Disney Plus and Hulu's most viewed adult animation season premiere in 5 years. They don't even tell you what the last one was. I presume it was like Solar Opposites, but it's so funny the way that they present these stats. They definitely handcraft them to make them sound as impressive as possible. But anyway, in addition to that, the original 13 seasons of the sitcom have seen a 41% bump in viewership since early March, when news of this reboot really started picking up. So yeah, pretty impressive. I have not watched it yet. I think I will at some point, but haven't yet.
Sling TV is doing something that I think is awesome, and I hope other streaming services pick up on it and it starts becoming a thing. I love this so much. So they have introduced passes, game-changing passes, their headline says, and I completely agree. So you can get a one-day pass for Sling TV, instant 24-hour access for only $4.99. You can get the whole weekend, Friday to Sunday, for $9.99, or you can get a one-week pass for $14.99. So remember, Sling TV is one of those that has live TV. So if you just want to see one particular sporting event, get that $4.99 pass. If you want a weekend of college and pro football, get that $9.99 pass. This is so great. The new passes include live and on-demand access to popular networks on Sling Orange, which includes ESPN, 2, 3, TNT, A&E, TBS, Disney Channel, Comedy Central, History Channel, CNN, and more. This is, I can't even articulate how awesome I think this is. And I hope this puts some pressure on the YouTube TVs and Hulu Live of the world to do the same. And when you're done watching TV, you know you want to go swimming. Good news.
Do you have to wait a half hour? Am I going to go confused?
Volcano Bay Nights are returning to Universal Orlando this fall. 4 nights in September, 5 nights in October. You can enjoy popular water attractions under the moonlight, live entertainment, meet and greets with DreamWorks characters, complimentary island treats, although you've paid for them to get in here, and a variety of activities in a vibrant tropical setting. You can arrive as early as 4 o'clock, so even though the event starts at 7, you can still get 3 hours in the park in normal time. And then the nighttime stuff. Tickets are not on sale yet, but this was $99 last time. And very cool, kind of a take your pick. You can do Volcano Bay Nights, or you can do H2O nights at Typhoon Lagoon. I love seeing the water park. These two developments, water parks at night and day pass Sling TV, are maybe the two best developments in the history of entertainment.
And adding Laughing Place as a preferred outlet.
Close third.
The fun stuff.
Well, Jeremiah spotted some new Fantasmic merchandise over at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and I thought it was fun. So there's a hoodie for, you know, how cold it gets in Florida these days, as well as a t-shirt and a pair of ears that you can get. Fun design, nice little throwback. It feels both modern and throwback at the same time. I like it. What do you think?
I mean, it's loud apparently is the theme for merchandise design right now.
I like the simplified version better.
But I do like it. I do like it very much, actually. Fantasmic deserves this. This is like a staple. Fantasmic is never going anywhere. It will change. It will evolve. But it is as much a part of Disney parks now as It's a Small World and The Rivers of America. It ain't going nowhere.
Well, I came across this this morning while I was looking on Instagram, and it made me laugh out loud, so I thought I'd share.
Thank you. Should we get started?
Let's get down to business.
Why do you think you'd be a good fit here?
I can lead with pride. I can make us strong.
Great. Can you give me an example of a time where you did that?
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help me get large.
Okay. What specifically made you interested in our company?
A new fantastic point of view. No one's gloomy or complaining. I want to be where the people are.
Why did you leave your last job?
It's funny how some distance makes everything seem small, but I want more.
How would you describe your former leadership team?
Kings and vagabonds.
I'm picking up you might have had some conflict with your former boss. How did you resolve that?
We don't talk about Bruno.
Okay. Let's just do these. Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I want to be like you. I want to walk like you. I want to talk like you.
That is very flattering. I appreciate it.
What can I say? Except you're welcome.
How high would your salary expectations be?
How high does the sycamore grow?
All right. You have a gap in your resume that just says my Hello Kitty era?
Everybody wants to be a cat.
What?
Let it go.
You might not be qualified for this position.
You think I'm an ignorant savage.
Okay, I never said that. It feels like this isn't going to be a good fit.
I can't go back to where I used to be.
Security.
Ah!
Thank you.
So yeah, I thought
That was great. Sorry, didn't mean to do that. That was
I
fantastic.
think it was the how high does the sycamore grow that got me.
Picture over the top. That was good. It reminded me of something that I was going to say, and I forgot. Oh well. But that was a really good one. We have reached the portion of the show where Kyle shows us just how. I know I wrote I can't hear it, and then they showed all the lyrics on the screen, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
Where I asked Kyle stuff about this day in Disney history. Only 2 today, and really only 1 for guess. You can try to guess the other. On this day in 2014, Brent Dodge, you know that name, Brent Dodge, set a landmark.
Is this when he visited however many days in a row?
Yes, Brent Dodge, 300.
Yes, I know Brent Dodge. He's in the same friend group. My wife knows him, and
you actually know Brent Dodge?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, I had no idea. Really?
Yeah.
Is he a cool guy?
I think he froze up.
Sometimes you just say yeah. Anyway, he visited Disney parks 365 consecutive days, although there was a caveat. There were 3 days in there where he did not visit a Disney park. Do you know why, Kyle?
I don't.
He was on a cruise.
Mm.
So we still count it. 365 consecutive days. And on this day in 2017, on this day in 2017, now the comments are setting me off. On this day in 2017, some stuff closed at Disney World.
Stuff closed at Disney World 2017.
It should not be that hard considering today's Sorcerer's Street question.
That means I have to remember what today's question is. Today's question's about tomorrow.
You're right, it is. So I just know what yesterday's question was about today.
Okay. I don't remember what it was.
Okay, then forget the question. On this day in 2017, 2 major attractions, beloved longtime attractions, closed at Disney World in 2017 to make way for new attractions, which are now 2 of the most popular attractions in all of Disney World.
Okay, so is it like Universe of Energy?
That is one of them.
And what else closed? I missed it so much, clearly.
Hollywood Studios.
Oh, we're at Hollywood Studios. Okay, so great movie.
Great Movie Ride, yes. 2 classics, Great Movie Ride and Ellen's Adventure, both closed on the same day, which is almost crazy.
And it was not very long after their closure was announced at D23, because that was also, it would have been like end of July or whatever.
Okay. And if you recall, Ellen's Adventure had a power issue on its last day, which is hilarious. So yeah, that's all I got today, man.
I've heard people now in hindsight wonder if they did that just to give people something special and then also not have to wait the 45 minutes to do the entire attraction.
I would love to. I've heard that conspiracy theory too. Would love to know if that's the case. No.
Yeah.
Right, so let us catch up on Sorcerer's Pick. I have to share my screen again because I
Sorcerer's Streak.
What did I say? Sorcerer's Pick?
I guess Sorcerer's Pick is the name of the segment. You're right. I'm sorry.
Oh, I meant to say Sorcerer's Streak, so I'm not right. All right, so we settled a question between last show and this show. Will Laughing Place feature an article that includes Goofy anywhere on it? And it did. It was not major, but it was there. He was blurry and he was tiny, but he was there. So it was for the panel discussion. And it was, like I said, it was a collage of pictures and it was just in the background, but he was there. So the answer was yes. The outstanding question right now, as we just talked about, Great Movie Ride closed today in 2017. It was replaced by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Will it have a wait time of 65 minutes or higher at any point today by 7 p.m. Eastern? Let's see how it's doing right now. It is at 45 minutes. So far today, it has had a peak of 50. So the question is, will it reach 65 at any point today? You're not seeing that. Will it reach 65 at any point today? Its peak so far today is 50.
As I told you, I had this tab open, ready to research to see what I wanted to pick, and then proceeded to forget. So I skipped that pick, but not because I wanted to.
And today's question is, Disney legend Steve Martin turns 80 years old, a milestone tomorrow. So will Disney D23, which is kind of what Legends comes under, or Hulu, because they have Only Murders in the Building, where either one of them have a new post or reel between midnight and 5 p.m. Pacific on the 14th that shows Steve Martin anywhere in it. And I should have, I worded that poorly. I just have any post or reel. I hope people know what I meant, but I am going to update that. I'm going to update that to make sure it says with Steve Martin. And hopefully no one gets mad if they just thought. Anyway, and the current leaderboard has Bill, nice guy, Canadian Bill, in first place. Jennifer Hall in second. Nikki B dropped down to third.
But still in the hunt, like you didn't. Well, we don't know about your current streak, but it's possible that you're like, sitting on it. You could be like skipping stuff, and then you could hop up. We don't know.
True. We don't know what her current streak is. We just know these are the high streaks right now. A lot of people with a streak of 3 and a record of 4 and 3. So there you go. Kyle is in 4th. Daniel Kaplan's in 5th. Where's Doobie? Where's Doobie Mosley? Let me see where I am right now. I am in, not on the top 5, so you don't see me there. I'm in 15th. 15th. Not impressive at all. Let me go fix that question.
Some quick, I'm not even going to call it breaking news because it's not that exciting, but we just got word. Sorry, I got to put this in to do. Simpsons Back to School stream available now on Disney Plus. They had Homer Palooza. I don't know if this replaces that. I haven't checked yet, but relive 106 of your favorite school themed. How crazy is that? There's so many Simpsons episodes. They can hit over 100. Most shows don't even get to 100 episodes. They can do 106 of just school-themed episodes to make a nonstop stream on the site. So yeah, pretty crazy. But if you're looking for a little remix to your Simpsons viewing, you can check that out on Disney Plus.
Absolutely. And
other than that, not much going on today.
I've read my question. It does say post a reel with him in it, so I'm good. Okay.
I was gonna say I read that. I added the 14th. I feel like I should have noticed if you're
right.
Just like,
yeah.
Will they post something?
I put in the next question. So when you have a moment, if you could proofread that one for me, that'd be great.
Sure.
All right. Is that it?
That's it. Yeah. Stay tuned to Laughing Place for all the news today. We will have, for reasons you either know or you don't, we're gonna have a quiz about orange Disney characters, the color orange in the zeitgeist today. So
all right.
We will be
looking forward to
that.
And if you work for LP, come to the meeting.
Yeah.
See ya.
Bye.